Everybody wants to grow. Every business owner wants to scale the business, and every other business owner wants to get rid of the daily firefighting by automating the internal processes. But very few people understand the importance and depth of business automation. Hi everybody, I'm Keval Kishan, India's leading business automation coach. And in this today's training, I'm going to bust 7 myths which are going on around in the market around regarding the business automation. So let's go ahead and understand all 7 myths. So let me start with the first myth. Okay, people think that business automation is all about reducing cost. Yes, it is, true up to all the context. 100% business automation help in reducing the cost. For example, 8 years back when I started my entrepreneurship career, I had a team of 10 employees, and we were not able to even manage 10 clients because we were having no systems. And today in year 2021, we are again send 10 employees, and we are right now handling efficiently 3,500 business owners, helping them to systemize the business. However, it's not only helping us in reducing the cost, business automation is helping us in growing the sales as well, in growing the number of inquiries as well, and in overall growing the entire business. Okay, so I want you to think it like this, that you and your teammates, right, are working 8 to 10 hours every day, and you're trying to deliver the orders or projects of the clients on time, and because of which client pay you, and you pay the salary to your employees, and you get some product profit that you take in your home. Now imagine if the business automation help you to overall deliver, instead of just x amount of products, 2x or 5x or 10x amount of products with the same amount of employees, with the same number of employees. Or if the business automation help you to close more inquiries in your business, will that be good for you? Yes, you heard it right. Business automation not only help in reducing the cost, it help you in generating the new inquiries, converting more clients, deliver the projects order faster, help you to get the payments on time, and help you to overall increase the happiness index of your company as well. For example, let's talk about sales process. Okay, now if you do not have a CRM system, if you do not have automation in your sales process, what will happen if you get like 100 leads in your business, and you give it to your employees to call to the prospects? You don't know whether they're calling all of them, you don't know how many follow-ups they have taken, and you don't know how much conversion they are making. But if you have a proper CRM system, if you have the automation in your sales process, then you will be able to track how many follow-ups they've taken, how much was the conversion, and overall you will be able to increase the number of inquiries as well as the conversion as well, and the result might be that you might double or triple your sales as well. So business automation is not only about reducing costs, it is about growing your business, growing your sales, and giving you so much flexibility and time from daily firefighting that you can actually focus on health of your health, your family, and overall growing of your business. Right now, let's go to the second myth of the automation. People think that for automation I need to hire more staff. Well, it's actually different. It's other way around. For automation, when you start automating your business, you will end up maybe reducing few employees who are not performing at all. Yes, why do big companies automate the internal processes? Or according to Michael E. Gerber, who is writer of this book called E-Myth, he says 90% of the business owners struggle because of lack of systems, and 10% of business owners are growing because they are having automation in their business. Now, business automation help you in building a lean company, where with as less number of employees, you're able to deliver more and more work to the existing and the new clients. So when you start automating your business, instead of hiring more staff, you will end up making your existing employees, doubling or tripling their productivity. And yes, there are few technologies which are very complex for you, for them. Maybe you need to hire somebody, but the technology which I'm right now helping business owners on automating the processes is so simple that even a non-technical business owner like you can automate the business. Yes, the technologies, Google Workspace, G Suite, also known as Google Forms and Google Sheets. So for all automation, you do not need to hire more staff. You can automate the business if you put up maybe 30 to 40 minutes a day, 30 to 40 minutes a day for 1 or 2 months. Yes, it's so easy to automate the business because G Suite Google has made it very easy. Now let's go to the third myth, which people think that all automation solutions are same. People think, okay, automation ही करना है, हमें automation के लिए कोई भी technology चल जाएगी. So it's like saying that all cars are same or all food types are same. all or medicines are same. No, it's not same at all. Every automation solution has their own capability and has their own limiting abilities as well. Now there are two kind of automation solutions overall in a broader sense available in the market. First kind of automation solutions are available for the big corporates who are very knowledgeable, who are very educated, who are especially very tech savvy, and who are having employees joining them from IITs and IIMs and big institutes, and who are having turnover of more than 500 to 1,000 crore and having maybe 2-3 offices pan India or maybe in different countries. Whereas there are other kind of categories where we are talking about MSME sector, micro, small and medium enterprises, and for these business owners, the automation solution is different. And if these small and medium enterprises use the technology which is being used by big corporates, then it will backfire them and the technology will not work for them, right? So all automation solutions are not the same. If you are a micro, small and medium enterprise business owner, if you are a solopreneur, or if you are having a small team, or if you are having a turnover in between 1 crore per year to 100 crore per year, having employees less than 100 employees, then the best automation solution for you is G Suite, Google Workspace, which includes all the applications like Google Forms, Google Sheets, because this is a technology where using it, managing it, scaling it, handling it, analyzing it becomes very easy for every non-technical business owner. Whereas when we talk about complicated ERP softwares which are in the market, which are actually built for big players, and if you try to use those softwares, then it will backfire because you do not have that much capability, you do not have that much bandwidth, and you might hire some third party and investing 15-20 lakh on creating some ERP complicated softwares, and what will you end up with? That your team will not be able to use them because your team is just comfortable in Excel and they might be really comfortable in maximum Google Sheet, but they might not be comfortable in using some complicated softwares. So answer is that all automation solutions are not the same. If you are a small business owner having a turnover of less than 50 or 100 crores, then Google Workspace is the perfect technology for you. Now let's go for the fourth myth of the day. Fourth myth which people think around is that business automation is too expensive, right? Especially for small business. Well, let me tell you, doesn't matter which stage your business is in. Every business has the potential to grow. Imagine the company like Amazon.com having more than $1 trillion revenue. The guy who created Amazon started from a small garage. Oyo Rooms, Ritesh Agrawal, created a multi-billion-dollar hotel chain company. They started with just one hotel chain. So first thing which you need to remove from your mind that you are having a small business. The business is never small. It's the mindset of a business owner which is small. Every business owner which is right now at a small level can actually grow to the national or the international level. Now let's talk about the investment of the business automation, right? Now, when you start growing your business from the initial stage where you just start up, you're having maybe one or couple of teammates or you're just working alone. It's not that you do not need to automate the internal processes. Automation overall help you to reduce the bottlenecks. It helps you to overall bring efficiency. It helps you to bring the productivity of yours and your teammates. And your business, your employees are a reflection of you. Using the automation, you upgrade and thereby your business and your employees upgrade. And for that, you need to invest in business automation. And when you invest in the business automation, it gives you 100 times more ROI. So business automation is not an expense, as it's a return on the investment. And there are some technologies which overall are costly for any startup or any business owner who is just starting out. And that technology might be very easy, affordable for a big multinational corporate company. But one technology which is right now helping 6 million business owners all over the world and which is being used by 2 billion people all over the world is Google Workspace, G Suite, also known as Google Forms and Google Sheets. Now, this technology is not expensive at all. I want to ask you, do you enjoy pizza sometime? If you order a pizza from Domino's, a big pizza, the big size pizza, it will cost you around 600-700 rupees. And 2 pizzas will cost you around 1200 rupees. Now imagine if you have around 10 employees in your company. Google Workspace, the first package of the Google Workspace is Google Workspace Starter, which costs only 125 rupees per person per month. So if you're having 10 employees, the cost for managing the entire business on the cloud technology, automating a business will just cost you 1250 rupees per month. just as equal to as the cost of two pizzas. So understand, it's not expensive at all. Okay. Now let's go for the fourth myth which people have. People think that it'll be hard or expensive to retain staff on the new platform. Yes, it is true up to a certain extent if you use the wrong technology which is not suitable to you. I told you the difference between big multinational companies and SMEs is that SMEs hire only those employees which are, which they can afford at an average salary, right? Whereas multinational companies hire from the top institutes where the package starts from, multiple lakhs of rupees. And when it comes to the corporates, the employees are already educated, the employees are already trained on some advanced technologies. Whereas SME business owners, everybody just working on the uh, you know, either the notebooks or maybe Excel files, right? And neither the business owner nor the employees are having some experience on working on the advanced technology. And that is the reason if you end up, putting some expensive, rigid, complicated ERP softwares in your business, then it will be easy. Then it will be hard for you to train your team, and it will be very hard for your team as well to work on them, and then it will become hard for you to retain them, or even hard for you to hire somebody to work on the complicated softwares. But if you use Google Workspace, if you use Google Forms, Google Sheets, Google Data Studio, all these Google Workspace applications to automate your business, then guess what? Your team do not need to learn any advanced technology. Yes, your team can only easily work from any laptop or just a mobile phone. If you talk about Google Forms or Google Sheets, the entire, let me show you, they can manage everything from the mobile. You see, there are purple icons which are coming on my mobile. Now, these purple icons are Google Forms. Yes, your employees can manage everything of your business just through their mobile phones. And everybody has a smartphone nowadays. Even if your employees have 5,000 rupees of Android smartphone, they can manage the entire business of yours through mobile. Because when it comes to the business automation, the first important thing is data entry, and data entry is being done by Google Forms, and your employees are they can be easily be able to fill the Google form, and they can easily open the Google Sheet as well on the mobile. So if you become smart, and if you use Google application for your business, then it will not be hard, it will not be expensive for you to train and retain the staff on this new platform called G Suite or Google Workspace, because Google Workspace is as similar as using just Excel, because Excel is offline and people are comfortable in Excel, and Google applications has having Google Worksheet, which is even advanced version of Excel and is having the same experience at all. So your employees will not feel alienated that they have come to the new platform. They will feel home, and they'll be more than happy that you have automated the business on that platform, because now they can do the data entry, data management, data analysis sitting anywhere in the world. Even in the corona times when the lockdown happens, you and your team can work remotely and can be as efficient as you want, right? Now let's go to the next myth. People think that with automation you can set and forget. People have an understanding that okay, if I automate anything, I'll just set it and I'll just set the automation and I'll be free. I'll not be able to. I'll not have to think about that process at all. Now, it is true up to a certain extent that when you automate any process, the purpose of it is for you to get rid of the micromanagement of that particular process so that it can run on its own. But thinking of in that context that you can forget about it is not the right mindset. Understand, why do you automate the business? Why do you automate any process? There are a few reasons. The first reason is this, that you want to increase the efficiency of that particular process and your employees. That's the first reason. Second reason, you want to reduce your involvement. You want to get rid of the micromanagement. That's the second thing. Third thing is that you want to analyze. You want to analyze the overall productivity of efficiency and productivity of your employees and of the process, right? And if you don't analyze, if you just set it and if you forget about it, then how can you analyze that if that automation actually is growing the business or is it not making change at all? So with automation, you can put it all the automation. Yes, it will help you to save a lot of hours every day, 5 to 6 hours every day when you start automating your business. But with that, you need to analyze as well on how is it actually growing your business, what percentage of your growth is being seen when you start automating the process. So you do not need to forget about it. You need to actually keep analyzing it so that you can keep improving it every day. Because automation is not one-time thing. Okay, automation is just one of the main core work of the company. Just like we have HR, sales, marketing, The same way, automation should be one of the primary focus of a business owner, that wherever you see in the efficiency, wherever you see the bottlenecks, wherever you see employees are not working properly, that is where you will start automating the business, right? So guys, if you are enjoying this lesson, go ahead and subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon, and make sure you tell me in the comment box on what has been one of the biggest learning from this video, what has been the eye-opening moment, and tell me in the comment box what kind of next topics which you want me to create the videos upon, and make sure you share it with your friends as well. Let's go ahead for the last myth, seventh myth, which people have around the business automation. People think that for automating the business you need a lot of technical understanding. You need to have a BTech or Bachelor of Engineering degree. You need to have a lot of knowledge about technology. It's not true at all. 8 years back when I started my entrepreneurship career, I was not technical. I was not that much technical when I started 2012 when I started. Okay, and right now, on an average, if I get 100 students, okay, which are learning from me on automating the business, out of on an average 190 students are completely non-technical business owners who have no idea on how to put up even a sum formula on any Excel file, right? Now, understand, if you go up and start using any complicated system and softwares which are not built for SMEs and which are built for corporates, and that is where you will end up and getting confused on what to do. But if you are going to systemize your business, if you're going to be smart and going to choose the Google application, G Suite or Google Workspace, and let me tell you, you do not need to have any technical understanding before that, because creating a Google form does not require for you to put up any formula. Creating a Google form does not require for you to having any kind of coding or programming language. Just drag and drop and you'll be able to create any kind of forms, any kind of sheets, and any kind of report as well. And for that reason, I'm conducting an exclusive masterclass for all your business owners, which is going to be a 2 hours of exclusive masterclass journey with me, where I'm going to help you understand on how can you automate your business, put your operations on autopilot, and work and manage the entire business working just only 1 hour a day, right? So go ahead and check out the description of the YouTube and sign up for my upcoming masterclass. I'll see you in that. So I hope this lesson was valuable for you, and I look forward to create more value in the next upcoming lessons. Go ahead and share this message with other friends as well, and go ahead and start automating your business, because automation is the future of every company. And if you don't automate your business, you might actually be out of the race, because if you're not improving, then you're degrading, right? So go ahead, keep learning, keep automating, and keep scaling. Thank you so much. Signing up, Keval Kishan. Take care.